I've been making money online for the past 2 years now, and there are three main things that I've learned. The first thing is that the more people know you, the more money you make. One of the biggest problems that I used to face with my first ever business, which was an agency, was that I had to gather up all the contact details of all the prospects that I wanted to reach out to, from their Facebook accounts, their LinkedIn accounts, their phone numbers, their emails, you name it. I had to gather up as much information as I possibly can about them so I can bombard them with messages, begging them to give me a chance for them to jump on a call with me so then I could pitch them on whatever service that I wanted to sell back then. But the only issue is when you chase people, not only do you come off desperate, but you come off begging for money, and people do not buy from desperate people. So I had to switch up my strategy where I was like, okay, why not set myself in a position where people come to me instead of me chasing them? So I decided to go on LinkedIn and post carousel posts each and every single day, giving tips, advices, practices, strategies to home construction businesses so then they could get more construction projects. And it didn't take too long until somebody liked my post and decided to connect with me on LinkedIn, and he reached out. He's like, could you help me build a live event? Of course, I asked him a couple of questions. He was telling me that the previous year they did really good numbers, but this year their numbers are down and they want to get back to that number and even higher. I was like, oh, I would love to see how I could help you. Let's jump on a call. And he became my first ever client. Now, the reason why the sale was very easy, he was already closed because one, he knew me, two, he was the one that found me. So I didn't have to build trust with him because already that trust was built. And when he looked through my content, he was like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. May as well reach out to him. So take that example and put it into your business, regardless if you're already running a business or you're still starting a business. Make people follow you, find you instead of you chasing after them. And by the way, if you don't know what business to start to make money online, stick around. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to make money online and collect payments like the payment that I just showed you at the beginning of the video. The second thing that I learned was that selling info is the best way to make money online. Now, although my agency had the possibility to do very well if I continued in it, one of the biggest things that I hated about my agency was that I had to do a lot of manual work and be in the business on a day-to-day basis for it to operate, from like delivering the service to finding the clients to doing the outreach to posting the content. It was a lot of hectic work and tracking the numbers. I didn't like that. I'm more of a cozy person. I like to make money online but also be a chill person at the same time. I don't want to work 8-10 hours a day on a business that I'm not even that kind of passionate about. And that's when I got introduced into the idea of info, where one, I could charge good sums of money, and two, work at my own schedule. So instead of me working 8 hours a day, I work 1 to 2 hours a day every single day, and sometimes even less. Now, the thing about selling info is that anybody can get into it as long as they fall under one of those two categories. One, you have a solution to a problem that you have personally solved, or two, you're somewhat educated around a specific topic. For example, when I decided to start selling info, I took a look at my life's past experience, and one of the biggest problems that I had a solution for was managing anxiety. I used to be somebody who had tons of panic attacks. I used to be somebody who had lots of stress, and I would hit my head on the wall, and my life was controlled by anxiety. But then I started to follow a set of meditations and breath works until eventually my anxiety levels went from 100 to a solid 20. Then I was like, okay, people each and every single day go on YouTube, go on platforms like Instagram, looking for solutions, looking for answers, looking to be educated around a specific topic. And for me, what I could do is jump into the anxiety niche where people are looking for solutions for their anxiety. And that's exactly what I did. I started to help people with anxiety manage their anxiety much better. And you could do the exact same thing. People go on YouTube each and every single day looking for answers around a specific topic. Why shouldn't you become the bridge to somebody else's dream result? And this could be in anything. If you have a solution to any problem, if you've achieved a certain transformation, whether that be in your personal life or business life, if you are well educated in a specific topic that people are very interested in getting into, why not be the bridge to the end result that other people are looking for? And I want to tell you that selling info could be easy if you follow the third thing that I learned, which was value first, money second. One of the biggest problems that I faced with my anxiety business at the start was every time I put up an ad, although I would get good amounts of bookings, the closing rate wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, and it was because people didn't know me that well. They didn't trust me. So I switched up the strategy. I was like, okay, instead of me telling people to book a call with me right away, why not tell them to DM me for a guide that I could send them that will help them overcome a specific problem? And every time they DM me, best believe I would send them the guide, and then a couple hours later I would reach out back to them and be like, did you find the guide useful? I'm in the process of creating a new guide. Tell me if you want me to add anything specific. And then they would tell me. They would be like, could you add more of a detailed solution to that specific problem? And I would just gather as much information as I possibly can about their needs. And then at the end, they'll be like, oh, let me see if I could help you. Would you like to jump on a call? The booking rate was still the same and even better, but now the closing rate was much higher. And every time I pitched someone on something, they would say yes, because now I've built this foundation of trust where they know that I know what I'm talking about. So they are willing to pay me $2-3 grand to help them overcome a specific problem and work directly with me. And that's basically the foundation of a successful business, of making money online, which is picking a niche that you either one, have experience in, or two, you're somewhat educated in, and then two, creating content, giving as much value as you possibly can around helping a specific person achieve a certain outcome by creating your I help statements. So I help this person achieve this outcome, and then just creating as much videos as you possibly can so people can find you and give value within your videos so people can like and trust you. So then they could be like, you know what, I'm gonna DM this guy, I'm gonna book a call with this guy, I am willing to work with this guy. As long as your niche is dialed down that it helps one person with one problem, and you're creating videos that gives value, now you're building trust with people, and two, you're not chasing people, they're coming to you. And although it may not seem like I've learned a lot the past 2 years, but it's by far the only thing that has been helping me make money online. And I'm very certain that it's going to be the only thing that will also help you make money online.